This video, you are going to watch something very, very important for everybody's life. Any student should watch today's video because I will be covering a lot of aspects about goal setting, which is the second chapter in your personality development text for the second BCom fourth semester students. By the by, I am Dr. Balaji, principal of CJR RJS FG College in Marathalli, Bangalore. I am also a soft skill trainer. I have conducted more than 300 to 400 training programs. Couple of other modules also I have uploaded on the YouTube. You can also watch it. I love training. I have been a trainer for more than 12 years. I'm in the teaching line for the last 26, 27 years. I have taught students from high school to master degree. I love interacting with students. I know through this video, many of the students will be benefited. The very important aspect today through the PPTs, which I have going to share with you, will be on goal setting. Let me just go one by one and I will tell you what exactly is goal setting. Goal setting. This is the topic. Everybody in Bangalore University and Bangalore North University have got this as part of their syllabus. I want you all to watch this video, not just from the examination point of time and passing the examination, but this is going to help you in your life. If you are able to set your goal early in your life, it will be always beneficial to you throughout your career. So now let me see what exactly I would like to tell you in the introduction part. Yes, the very first thing before you decide a goal that you should all know is you have to dream. You have to dream. You have to know what comes in your dream. The bigger your dream is, your goal will also be big. And bigger the dream, whatever you see in your dream will happen in reality. Experts have told, psychologists have told, and I also believe that every individual should dream something big and later on work towards it, and they will really be able to achieve it. So my dear young students, the very first thing I want you all to do, if you have still not done, is dream. See what comes in your dream. Check what is it that you want to become in life. Decide it today. Sit for half an hour. What came in your dreams? Check it up. Try to recollect. Based on that, you decide your dream. Because people who dream big only can achieve it. Many people from many different walks of life, they have told this. I am sitting here before you and making this video because I have listened to not less than 150 people to 200 people in my 25, 27 years of career. Many of these people have told we have to dream big. If we dream big, we can grow. we can develop, we can improve, that will motivate us to do something really outstanding. So before you decide your goal, you have to dream and check what it comes in your dream, and based on that, you have to sit and decide your goal. Now, what is it that a goal does? A goal helps decide in which direction one should proceed. We tell you have to decide a goal. That's what I was telling. Why? It will tell us to go in this direction, not in this direction, not in this direction, not in some other direction. If you know your goal, you will very clearly know which route you have to follow, in which direction you have to go. Should you go north? Should you go west? Should you go east? Should you go south? Because if your goal is this side and you are going the opposite side, you will never be able to reach it. So, my dear friends, you have to decide your goal in your life. The earlier you decide your goal, your speed will pick up and you will start moving in that direction in a much faster pace. Goal motivates an individual. Just imagine if your father or mother tells, yes, you get me an 80% and I will get you a vehicle. And if you love a vehicle, will you not start working rigorously towards taking 80%? In the same way, if in your life your goal is in front of you, you will be motivated to move towards it, to reach it at the earliest. If you don't know where to go, how will you improve your speed? How will you get the motivation to move ahead? So, if you want to get motivated, decide your goal. If you want to know the direction in which you want to go, decide your goal. If you are focused, goal will keep you focused. If you are focused, if the goal is there, you will be focused towards it. If you want to write an exam and get 80%, and if a friend is calling you to come out, if a friend is calling you to play cricket, if your friend is calling to come for a movie, will you concentrate that side or this side? So if your focus is studies, you will know where you should not focus and where you should focus. So my dear friends, goal is important because you will be focused. If you are focused towards what you want to achieve, you will achieve it. And you will achieve it at the fastest pace, much before others. And that is greatness. And that is very important. And that is what we want the people of India, the people of Karnataka, the youth of today to be doing. Goal decides early in life will assure sure success, and you will be able to move towards your success quickly as well as easily. See, if you plan something and go, you'll be more confident and it will be very easy for you to go, and you will go very quickly. For example, if you want to go from here to Himalayas, you have to plan very clearly. I have to go from my house to the railway station. I have to go from house to the bus station. I have to go from my house to the aerodrome. Which way? Can I afford to go in a plane or should I take a bus? So if I take a bus, how many days will it take to reach the foothills of Himalayas? Now, if I'm going to Himalayas, what are the things that I have to carry? How should be my health condition? Okay. If I have to take some clothes to keep myself warm, do I have anything, everything? Or should I go to the shop and buy it? So if you plan all these things beforehand and move towards your goal, you are sure to achieve the goal. You are surely going to go quickly and you are surely going to go very easily. Otherwise, on the way, I have to go take a bus, then I have to take a train. Oh, no, no, I have to walk. Hey, I don't have warm clothes. I have to buy it here. Oh, in my place, it would have costed me less. Now I am paying you more. So you are not planned because your goal is not clear. If your goal is decided, that means you are planning and moving. Anybody who is making a goal means he has planned his future. Okay, so these are some of the advantages that you have by deciding a goal. Now, what is a goal? What is goal setting? A goal is an observable and measurable end result having one or more objectives to be achieved within a fixed time. So, any goal is not a goal if it is not observable, if it is not measurable, if it does not have a fixed time, if it is not fulfilling an objective. So, any goal should be measurable, it should be observable, visible, and it should have a fixed time. Remember this. Now, how should your goal be? Can you call anything and everything goal? No. Sir, I want to eat today. Goal. No. Sir, I want to dance today. Is it a goal? No. If a person is dancing every day and he is telling that I want to dance today, will that be a goal? Every day he is eating, and today also I will eat. If he is telling that that is a goal, is that a goal? No. Then how should a goal be? A goal should be challengeable. It should be challenging yourself. You should be able to say, I ran 100 meters in 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Because the record in Olympics is around 9 seconds. And all these days you are running the same 100 meters taking 20 seconds. And if you are making that as your goal, it should have a time limit and it should have a lesser time limit. And within 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds, you should be able to, then it is challenging. It should be very, very specific. Point number 2. I want to buy a BMW blue color car. Specific. You are simply not telling I want to buy a car. No. Which color? Which model? Which particular company's car? Specific. It should be believable. You should, if I tell anybody, they should be able to believe it. Hey, I will go to the moon, man. Can anybody believe? Okay, you can go to the moon. But if he is not clearly telling how he wants to go to the moon, then nobody will believe him. I want to reach Plato, which is one satellite. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Okay, then Plato, it is one of the farthest. Believable? No. Why? We still don't have records that anybody from Earth has gone there. So you can't believe. It should be motivating. Hey, I run every day 4 kilometers, man. I run every day 6 kilometers, man. Isn't it motivating for others? Hey, I should also try. I should also at least run for 1 kilometer. That is how it has to be. Any particular goal should be motivating. It should be enjoyable. You should enjoy achieving a goal. I want to kill an ant. Will you enjoy it? I don't think so. And it is something not that very good. Killing itself is negative thinking. No. Okay. I want to go and eat 4 masala dosas today. Enjoyable? Yes. I want to go to Vidyarthi Bhavan, stand in the long queue and eat a dosa today. Once again, enjoyable. And not everybody can go to Vidyarthi Bhavan so easily. Not everybody after going there can eat a dosa because sometimes mad rush will be there. You have to wait patiently for your turn to come. So enjoy. And many people tell, and I also want to tell you, if you have decided your goal, take a nice book, color pen, color sketch pen, write what you want to achieve. Write what is your goal today. Keep it on your study table or stick it in front of your study table. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it every day. You will surely be focused on it. You will surely be motivated. You will surely achieve it. So, writing a goal is very, very important. If you are going to decide your goal, you can visualize it. You can visualize it. So, as if you have already gone, as if you are already reached there, you should keep on visualizing it. Your dream then become a reality. Okay? If you don't dream that you have achieved, you will not be able to achieve in reality. So one tip for those people who want to achieve goal is they have to visualize as if they have already achieved it. That's it. It works. Try it. It has worked to other people, so it's going to work to you, work for you. Divide into smaller parts. Once for all, you cannot achieve a goal. Step by step, step by step, step by step, you can go near to your goal. This is very, very important because once for all, taking 90% may not be easy. Now you are taking 60, in your midterm, 70, in your first preparatory, 80, in your second preparatory, 85, in final exam, 90. So you are dividing the long process of achieving the goal into short goals, and you are trying to go nearer to your goal. This is very, very important. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, they climbed different mountains before they scaled the Mount Everest. Once for all, they did not try to scale the Mount Everest. Little small, a little bit more bigger, finally they. So this is how you have to plan. This is how you have to go nearer to your goal. And if you are doing something like this, you will be able to achieve it. Next, what are the types of goals? Okay, are there types of goals? Yes. Something based on time. There are three goals. One is short term, medium term, long term. Okay, one is going to help to reach the next level. Once for all, you cannot reach the long-term goal easily. That long-term goal should be cut into one or two pieces. For example, a student who is in 8th standard, if his goal, the long-term goal, is to become a doctor, his short-term goal should be completing his 10th standard because he's in 8th standard. He has to complete his 10th standard with high marks so that he gets into a best college to study PCMB. And he has to take PCMB because medical means connected to biology. He has to take PCMB combination, study physics, chemistry, and biology along with mathematics. And his medium-term goal should be to take high marks in second PUC and get into a good engineering college. Number one, short-term goal to become a doctor, which is a long-term goal. First one, who is in 8th standard, for him he has to take more marks in 10th standard and get into the right college, study PCMB. That's short term. Medium term goal, he has to take high marks in PUC and in CET high marks. get into a good engineering college. Then his long-term goal, not engineering college, in the medical college, I'm sorry. He has to get into the best of the best medical colleges after his PCMB, and later on, he can complete his MBBS and he can start his own clinic or start his own hospital, and he can write his name, Dr. So and so. The doctor is Vin. Please wait for your turn. Be silent. So we have seen this in some of the clinics. To become a doctor is no joke. After MBBS, some persons want to become MD, specialists, or a cardiologist, or some particular course, specialist in a particular thing. So you have to be clear. Next 1 or 2 years is the short term. Next 4 or 5 years is the medium term. Long term is around 8-10 years. This is very, very important. One other thing is personal goal, professional. Everybody will have sometimes only professional goal. Some people will have a personal goal as well as a professional. Personally, I should become like this. I should become a very good father, have a wife, have a child, a house, lead a comfortable life. Personal. Professionally, some people want, I want to become a general manager, I want to become a CEO, I want to have my own hospital, I should give employment to 50 people, I should become a politician, I should be able to run 10 hotels. Some may have both professional as well as personal goals. Some may have only professional goals. Some may even have only personal goals. A decent job and a happy life, personal life. So like that also. So you have to decide what you want in your life. Only money, money, money. No family life, no personal life. I don't think so. You need something like this. I've seen many people IT who have worked for 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. They have given up their IT jobs because a lot of pressure. Money is coming, but at the same time, a lot of stress. And they are not able to have proper personal life. They're not able to spend time with their family. So you should know what should be your personal goal as well as your professional goal. People tell that there has to be a proper balance between personal life and professional life. Then only he can sail in this ship. Otherwise, something will go wrong, which should not happen. So remember, decide your goal, know what you want, check whether you can really achieve it. If you are not able to achieve it, what are the other skills and knowledge you have to gain to achieve that? Do it. Let us see a few things. What is the importance of goal setting? Driving forward. If there is a goal, you can drive forward. Transform impossible into possible. Okay? Some impossible things also, if you decide a goal and start working in that direction, it will become possible. Increases belief in yourself. If you've got a goal, no, you start believing, I have already completed 5 kilometers, another 45 kilometers. I have completed 25 kilometers. And halfway I am through. I have to go another halfway. That is it. So you will start believing yourself. You will start knowing that you are also not ordinary. You can also achieve things. You achieve 25% is an achievement. Achieving 50% is an achievement. Achieving 75% is an achievement. That is how you have to look at it. Accountable for failure. So if something goes wrong in the direction when you are moving to the goal, you will quickly know that something has gone wrong somewhere and you have failed. So immediately plan B of your goal, which is the other goal that you have to do. So you can start working in that. Because you know all this way, You have come to a particular place, something has gone wrong. So in this way, you know what all things you can do, what you cannot do. So what are the things that you can do? Based on that, how you have to change the direction and move to the goal B, deciding what he really wants. So if you have decided a goal, you will know what you want, what you don't. Your focus will increase. You will have clear vision. Hey, I have to go in this direction only, man, not this direction. Don't turn this side. Turn the car this side. I have to go this side. Because your direction is clear. Your goal is clear. Helps achieve success. There are two places in India. One is Calicut, another one is Calcutta. Now it is called Kolkata. Long times back when I was a student, I thought Calicut is also Calcutta, Calcutta is also Calicut. But later on, when I studied geography properly in my high school, I got to know Calicut is in Kerala, Calcutta is in Bengal, and they are two different places. Okay, so in the same way, if our goal is clear, we will know very clearly whether we are going towards Calcutta or towards Calicut. Isn't it? Our goal will make us know the direction, where we are going. Focus will go that side. Then, control in life. You will get a control in life if you know what is your goal. Hey, I have to do this, I should not do this. Hey, I am already late, let me go there. Because I have to achieve there. That I have to reach that place. You can make very good decisions if your goal is clear. Okay, should I go for a movie? Should I study? So if your goal is something about studies, you can decide whether to go for a movie or not to go for a movie. I'm not telling if your goal is study, you should not see movies. You should know when to go to movie and when to study. 3 days before the examination, you can't go for a movie. But if there are 300 days for your examination, you can see a good movie. Nothing wrong. Okay? After you studied continuously for 10 days, in between 2 hours, 3 hours in the house only, why should you see a movie? You can see. So, you can take decisions. Building self-confidence. If your goal is clear, your confidence level will also go up. Whatever work you do, because you want to achieve some bigger thing, in that direction, small work which you are doing, you will do it or finish the task efficiently. You will not get only 40% in your marks. You will try to get 80, 85 because you want to become an MBBS doctor. Okay, so any work in that direction, when you are doing, you will do it efficiently. And if your goal is clear, you will know how closer you are to success. And if your goal is clear, you can move ahead without much stress. See how many advantages are there if your goal is clear. And if your goal is decided, you can manage time properly. How much should I cover today? How much I should cover this month? What I should do this year? What I should do next year? You will know very clearly. You will be able to manage your time properly. So this is also very, very important, my dear students. Next, when you are doing personal goal setting, there are career goal settings, professional goal setting, financial goal setting, family goal setting, diet and fitness goal setting. This is also few things which comes and we have to know it. Career is something what I have to become in life. Okay, during your student life, you will start working in the direction of the career that you want. You want to become an MBA, you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a chartered accountant. Now, this is called career goal. You will be moving in this direction. Professional goal, in after you join a company, in that company, which position you want to go, when you want to go, how soon you want to go. That is called as your professional goal. You just want to be a clerk, or you want to become a manager. When you have to become an assistant manager, when you have to become a branch manager, zonal manager, general manager. So these are all the professional goals that you will somewhere look forward and plan to achieve it as early as possible. Financially, goal. Now, earning 1 lakh, goal number one. Within how many years? Check it out. Buying a site, goal number two. Goal number three, building a house. Now, these are 2 or 3 steps financially. You can't buy a house once for all. It's not that very easy. But first, you should be able to have few lakhs in your account. Point number one. Then you should buy a site in the place where you want. Then you have to build a nice house with an architect. You probably would have visualized a house something like this. So you can build on the same lines. If you're buying a house, it might not be tailor-made to you. You have dreamt of a particular house. You may not get a chance to buy a similar type of house. It might be closer to you, but it might not be exactly the same. But if you take a site and you start building it, explaining things to your architect, then you can make your dream a reality. And some people have got a diet goal. Somebody wants to become muscular. Somebody wants to reduce their weight and become slim or trim. One of my friend in the lockdown period, after around 30, 40 days, I asked him, hey, what did you do, man? So he was telling, Balaji, I have reduced 6 kgs. Okay. I told, wow, great. In around 30, 40 days, you have reduced 6 kgs, which is not joke. Hey, how did you do it, man? He was telling, every morning 5 kilometers walking, every evening 5 kilometers walking. 10 kilometers per day. And for around 30 to 40 days, he has done it. And without any medicine, he is able to reduce his weight. This is an achievement. This is a goal. This is a short-term goal. Within 30 to 40 days, I have to reduce 6 kgs. If you divide this also, every 10 days, I have to reduce at least 1 kilo. So like this, you can split your goal. And if you are able to reduce 1 or 2 kgs, kilograms, that itself is a motivation for you to move further. A part of your goal you have already achieved. Okay, therefore, goal is very much important, my dear friends. Please decide your goal today itself. Next, what are the steps for goal setting? There are some steps. First, you have to identify what is your goal. You will have to decide. Then, based on your values and your mission statement, you have to figure out your goals. Some 3-4 goals you have to keep. Then also keep a personal goal. What is your personal goal? That you have to decide. And you have to write SMART goals. About SMART goals, I will tell you after 2 or 3 minutes. Prioritize your goals. Means what? Out of 3-4 goals, which goal is very, very important, which I have to achieve? That you have to decide. If I'm not able to achieve that, then you may feel let down. What is your next goal? Maybe professional goal is bigger and personal goal is smaller. So your first priority should be to achieve your personal goal. I have seen so many people. First, they want to become a big person professionally. Then they want to marry. Personal goal is marriage. Professional goal is achieving some particular post in the company. They'll tell, hey, until I become an IAS officer, man, I will not get married. Have you not seen such people? Until I become a doctor and start earning 2 lakhs rupees per month, I am not going to marry. Nobody will tell, hey, I will first marry, man. Then afterwards I'll become doctor, man. It's not easy. It's not very practical. But I'm not telling that it is impossible. I have seen many people, even after marriage, they have become IAS officers. Even after marriage, they have become PhD people. Yes, I am one. And after their marriage, they have become a big shot also. Because sometimes you may get one more support person. Your wife will support you. She will help you. She will give you the needed push to achieve something big. It's also possible. Yes, list the required skills and knowledge to reach your goal. If you want to climb the Himalayas and you have not still climbed the small hillock in Lal Bagh, first skill is how to climb a hillock. What tools you have to have, how you have to use the tools, how you have to hit the tool to the rock, how you have to climb, what are the different types of knots that you have to tie. So all these skills you have to learn. If not, you cannot climb the Himalayas so very easily. How to live in cold season. If there is a wind, what is it that you have to do? All these skills you have to. And you have to make your legs stronger, your limbs stronger. You have to do exercise. Okay, all these things are the preparations to achieve what you really want to achieve. You have to create deadlines. Hey, within 6 months, I have to do this one. Within 10 months, I have to do this one. Within 2 years, I should be able to do this. So you should have a deadlines so that you can achieve what you want to achieve after 8 years. Review your progress. So how much you have covered, how much you have yet to cover. For example, there are 10 chapters in a particular subject that you have to study for your examination. Within 3 months, you have to check every 15 days how many chapters you have finished. That is called reviewing. So then you will know the remaining chapters, how fast, how slowly you can complete. Whether you are able to complete or should you spare more time, all these things. Start the process all over again. Then after that, you have to celebrate success. For every step that you have achieved, you have to celebrate. You have to feel happy. You have to pat your own back for having done something nice. Start the process all over again. Then again, from next step, you have to start, go to the next one. This is how you have to step by step move towards the goal. Selection of goal setting. How you will select? Based on few aspects, you should be first personal experience. What are the things you are able to do? Oh, I can walk, I can run, I can dance, I can teach. I was thinking today, I can stand in the classroom for 10 hours and teach. But if you tell me to go and stand in the hot sun for more than 2 hours, maybe I may not be able to stand because my experience is standing in the classroom and teaching for the students. But for a traffic police, he may be able to stand 10 hours in the hot sun. Okay. For him, it is practical. For me, it is not practical because my experience tells that when I'm standing in the signal only for 5-10 minutes, because of the heat, I will get frustrated. But if I'm in front of students, teaching, even for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, I can still go on. That is my capability. That is my experience. That is what I understood about myself. I am aware of myself, what I can do, what I cannot do. Physical capacity. Okay, I can keep one stone in my hand for 15 minutes. You can't tell me to keep a stone in my hand for 10 days. No. For example, a person who is batting, some people bat with a very heavy bat, some people with a light bat. So depending upon their capacity, they are going to do things what they can. Prevailing culture norms. So in different cultures, there are some restrictions. In few cultures, less restrictions. In few cultures, more restrictions. For example, a sportswoman cannot play a particular sport, if she belongs to a particular religion or a culture, they may stop her from doing such particular things. So therefore, you have to somewhere think about the culture. Of late, they have become broad-minded. Of late, they are thinking out of the box. But still, there are people who tell ladies should not go out, ladies should only be in the kitchen, they should not work, they should not work after 5. So all these types of mindsets are there in different cultures, different regions of India. Okay, so you have to know this. Goals accessibility in the physical and social environment. In the physical environment and in the social environment, whatever goal you have kept it, is it attainable? Are you able to achieve it? Are you able to go near to that goal? You have to decide. Physical, financial, and emotional condition. So your physical condition sometimes may allow you to do something, may not allow you to do something. The financial condition also may sometimes allow you to do something, may not allow you to do something. One of my relative wanted to do MBBS, but just before she wanted to enter the MBBS course, his father underwent an open heart surgery. So financially also they were not able to afford a MBBS seat, and emotionally also somewhere that girl was not ready to take up new or take up a medical course because emotionally her mind was not free to study a difficult course. Then the size of the goals is also very important. If the goals are small, you can achieve it. If the goals are too big, then probably you may not be able to achieve it. So first, small goals, 4 or 5, you should be able to achieve. Then you can somewhere think about reaching a big goal. Technological factors. These are also very, very important. You may have wonderful ideas. You want to do this, that, but you cannot do it on your own. You may have to take the help of technology. And if the technology does not support your idea, it may take a longer time. Or sometimes you may not be able to achieve at all. So check it out. You should have goals, something which is attainable, something which is believable, something which is accessible, isn't it? So let us move on further. The very last slide, very, very important slide. All the goals, if it has to be called good goals, it should be smart. What is that smart? SMART. Any goal should be specific. Like I told you, you should very clearly decide your goal that I want a BMW car blue color first hand. This is specific. Okay, I want to have a 2-bedroom house in the heart of Bangalore city. Specific 2-bedroom house in Bangalore, because in Bangalore the cost is different, and outside Bangalore, on the outskirts, the cost is lesser. The value of your property in Bangalore will be bigger, measurable. Any particular goal should be measurable. I want to become rich. Can you measure what is richness? How much money is called rich? So you should be able to tell, I want to have 5 crores in my account. I want to become that much rich. I want to achieve 20 crores in my account. That is what I want to achieve. So this is measurable. You can count it. Richness you cannot count. It is abstract. For one person, richness might be 1 crore. For another person, richness might be 100 crore. So you should be specific. It should be measurable, attainable. Like I told you, whichever thing you make it as your goal, is it attainable? Is it achievable? Have others achieved? For example, if Sachin Tendulkar's record needs to be broken by a particular person when he is 18 or 20 years, if he wants to keep that as a goal, by the time of 18, 20 years, he should already be playing Ranji match, or he should have entered national level. If he's not attained that, how can he dream of breaking the record of Sachin? If a person is not able to catch the bat itself at the age of 18, and if he is having a goal of breaking all the records of Sachin, it is not attainable. Okay, if he's already 40 and if he wants to break the record of Sachin, once again, not achievable. So, what is attainable? You will have to check. And the fourth point, or is something it has to be realistic or relevant. Doctor cannot think of building a house as an engineer. On the other hand, an engineer cannot have a goal of doing an operation. For a doctor, having a goal of operating a heart within 2 hours and giving life to a person is a goal. But for an engineer, doing a successful operation, heart operation, is not relevant. It is out of his context. It is something which is not attainable so easily. So it should be in the route or in the area that you are proceeding. And if that is relevant, then only it is called a goal. Fine. The very last point. Any goal can be specific, any goal can also be measurable, any goal can also be attainable, any goal can be relevant also. But if it does not have a time frame, then it cannot be called as a goal. I want to become an MBBS or MBBS doctor. You have to decide within which age, before my age of 24, 26, 28, you have to decide. Then it is called a goal. Becoming a doctor and completing MBBS at the age of 40, people will laugh. So, if I want to become a CEO, once again, before which year? Now it is 2020. Within next how many years you want to become? You have to decide. I want to have a house of my own. I want to earn 20 crores. Within which year? Within the next 5 years? Within the next 10 years? Within the next 20 years, 20 crores? Decide. And later on start moving in this direction. This is how your goal should be. So, my dear friends, in today's session, I have told you good lot of aspects about why there has to be a goal. And after you decide a goal, what are the things are going to happen in your mind? Is it going to help you to move further in a faster manner? All these things I have told you. Thank you for listening. And if you've got something nice to tell me, give me a feedback. If you feel that I have to tell something more, what is it that you expect in this module goal setting that I should be telling? Or what I have to keep in mind if I am doing more modules? Let me know. Let me also incorporate that and make you understand easy. My goal is always that I want to make the students understand what I am telling, okay, easily. Okay. So in today's session, I have told you something about goal setting. I hope you all have understood. If you have understood, please tell your friends, share this particular video, let them also see, let them also understand. and I want you all to understand everything what I have told in this video. Please wait for the other videos which I will be uploading in the next few days and get the benefit out of it. I sign off, Dr. Balaji, your soft skill trainer who wants to share good lot of things with you in the coming videos. Thank you. Thank you so much.